Good morning, everyone out there in Illumination. Renee here, ready to walk through every single thing airbrush, and we're going to get you started on your new airbrush kit. So welcome. So if you are just joining us, please know that we are live 5 days a week, 5 times a day. So exciting. So thank you all for joining us. We also want you to know that if we have a question that we just haven't gotten to, or we seem to miss you in a comment, please don't worry. Please feel free to send us an email because we're happy to answer every question that you have. Also, if you have not yet, please like and subscribe to our channel and set those notifications because we want to make sure that you don't miss a thing. All right, let's get going and let's get into it. We are going to talk about everything airbrush. So if we start, we're going to start with our amazing airbrush system. So we have our system here. Now we have a few different options in systems. So this one is the Icon. We also have the Pro. And then today I'm going to be using the Legend. We also have 2 foundations, a product called Love and a product that is Blush. So we're going to get through all of those things together. First things first, open up that box. This can be the hardest and most challenging part of your day because if you are new to us and you haven't quite opened your box yet, that's okay. It's okay. Let's do it together. Inside, what's really great is that you don't have to assemble anything. All you have to do is put it together. It's already put together otherwise. Now, this is your stylus. You're going to hold this in your hand. Right here is a little cap. That's where your foundation goes. We have a trigger. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. And then you hold your stylus just like this. That's it. We're going to get started. So let's talk about just a few things that we highly recommend when you're doing your airbrush. You want to get used to the feeling with just air or water. So go ahead. Put that bad boy, turn it on, just one button, and just start feeling the air. If you're just getting used to it, you can also put water in it because all of our foundations are water-based. So it can get you used to feeling something different because using an airbrush system is just different than using a traditional brush or a sponge for your foundation application. And you know what? That's okay because that's what makes it absolutely amazing. So turn that guy on. We're going to put our Love in there. Now, Love is a hydrating luminizer. Shaking him up. Putting a few drops in there. Love is a great place to get started if you've never airbrushed before. Reason? Because it's super forgiving. There's not a lot of color in there. You can just start all over the face, giving you a hydrated glow. And it's perfect to put under your foundation because it just gives you a little bit of luminosity and hydration and allows your makeup to just sit on the skin. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Amber. Welcome. Hey, soul sister. Hi, Patty. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining. So we just did some Love. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little bit of blush. So I'm going to put the blush underneath of my foundation because it's airbrush and we don't have rules around here. We just like to have fun. Hi, Tamber Lee. Welcome, girlfriend. All right, we are going to use, let me find a color, Plum. We're going to use our Plum blush. What do you guys think about my my little setup here? All right, I got my new pictures. All right, so we're just going to keep our stylus moving. We're going to stay 4 finger widths from your skin. And when we are ready to, we just barely pull back on our trigger. So let's pop in some blush. Candy changing up her YouTube name. All right. So Airbrush is completely touch-free, so we don't have to touch our skin. We don't have to pull and tug and yank and all of the things that can make us look and feel older. Here we go. I missed you guys this morning too. All right. Blush first. But because I'm feeling like I need a little concealer, I do want to add a product that does not come in your kit, and this is our Airbrush CC concealer, and this is our most full coverage concealer, and we're going to use this one in light beige. All right, so we're going to keep up the same type of practice. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to keep our airbrush machine about 4 inches from our face. We're going to keep it moving, but let's talk about concealer really quick because this is a question we get a lot. We get this question so often. So eraser is very sheer. It's just going to even out redness and dullness. X Out is made for the under eye. And I'm using CC Concealer, the last one on there, available in 5 shades. It is our most full coverage. You can use where needed. You can use it under the eye. Superb coverage, okay, guys? So this is going to be your full coverage in your airbrush, okay? Mirror. And going right on in. And I'm putting it right over my blush. Because you know what? I'm going to blur it all in later. This one is a little lighter than my skin tone, but that's okay because when I go into my foundation, it's all going to blur together, I promise. All right, little over my lip, center of my face. Kind of look a little cray-cray. That's what my niece says. She says cray-cray. So that's just the concealer, just going to brighten up the eye area. And I'm going to use our Silk foundation, and I'm going to make a custom foundation, which is so cool and what I love about this. Brenda, don't you worry, girlfriends. We're here. All right. We're going to use the 3 and the 4, and I'm going to mix 1, 2, 3 of the 3 and 1, 2, 3 of the 4. Because when I don't wear concealer or add concealer, I end up using more of that under my eyes. So I find that I don't need as much when I do concealer. So just gently, and I'm going to go over the edges of the blush, over the edges of the concealer. Because now, see how everything is just starting to blend in? Brenda, your poor vacuum. All right, there we go. I'm going to get my eyes a little bit. All right, so that is our foundation, and I'm going to grab a little powder because I like to just set my foundation when I'm done. Does that mean you have to? Absolutely not. So I'm going to use a little bit of translucent powder. We're going to tap it off. Hi, Isabella. Welcome. Well, the coolest thing about Airbrush Foundation, Isabella, is that you can make it so beautifully light that he might not even know. Not that I encourage tricking your significant others, but maybe when it comes to makeup. Okay. All right. So just setting it there with that. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Gonna add a little bronzer because that is the kind of mood I'm in today. But I'm gonna, this morning I used it with our airbrush. This one is Bali. I used our airbrush bronzer, but today I am at, well, this time I am just gonna warm it up with some bronzer. And I'm gonna use it in a powder form. Guys, I love the set that we do when we introduce you to airbrush. You have 2 foundation colors so that you have perfect amount of product to get your perfect shade. You also have plenty of product to practice with, and it has blush and love. So all of those great things literally give you like almost your whole face. Obviously, it doesn't include mascara, but I think we even, but just adding a few things on, like we have our translucent powder, we have our Bali blush, whoop, these two. Those 2 things are really just great add-ons. And I'm telling you guys, I love the Bali blush. I mean, sorry, the Bali bronzer, because it has, I'm going to pull that close, a shimmer side, and it's going to refocus on me. There we go. It has a shimmer and a matte side. So you can really create the look that you want. I like to use matte bronzer kind of in a contour way and then add some of the shimmer with my blush just to give it some warmth. I love this look. I love it. Okay. Guys, today for some reason I've really been feeling like doing like some makeup, even though I usually only do full face on my last session, which is going to be at noon today. But I am going to use Core. This is a color in our, it's a color in our Click and Play. So this one is going to be just, I love the Click and Play shadows, guys. If you haven't used them yet, they are super creamy feeling, even though they're a powder. And wow. Totally wow. I love it just by itself. And you can get so much impact from one little shadow. I mean, seriously, wow. That's a ton of impact. So I'm going to get into just a brush, mostly just to soften and smudge the edges. Like you can literally do that with shadows. Just make sure that when you go to smudge, you're using a clean finger because you don't want to get all of that everywhere because that might not be so great. All right. How about some brows? All right, I'm going to do brown. Just brushing through my brows. This is just the gel because I'm feeling this like coppery beachy look right now. Yeah, I don't really want like a whole overdrawn lip. And then I'm going to use Merengue with my lip, which this is a liquid lip, but because on me, and it's so monochromatic and it's going with my whole look here, I do need a lip pencil. So I'm going to use Stark to give it a little bit of depth and dimension so it doesn't look like I have concealer lips. You guys are super quiet today. What's going on? I'm going to fill it in a little bit so I don't have a hard line. Candy girl, I can't wait. Are you going to send me some pictures? Because I love when you send me pictures, Candy. All right, so then I'm just going to put this liquid lipstick on top. Oh, I am feeling this. I'm feeling this. I love this look. I mean, it is so simple. We went through this whole look. All I need is mascara. We went through this whole look, talked about how to use Airbrush, talked about everything. And we've been live for 17 minutes. That's the whole look. All I need now is a little mascara, but I'm going to save that for our next live together. So if you have not yet, please be sure to set those notifications, set your alarms, set everything, because I want to see you guys here. So be sure to subscribe and ring those bells because we want to see you back here with us. I want to see your pictures. I want to see who you are. I'd love to know who I'm talking to. So please, if you have my old email address, guys, this is my new email address. So please take note of that. If you've emailed me before, shift over and email me here at renee@luminessair.com. We will be going live 5 times a day, 5 days a week. So we have plenty of times to see you. Thank you, Amber. Brenda, I feel you, girl. I get these notifications like UPS has a delivery for you today. FedEx has a delivery for you today. USPS, here's your tracking number. I'm like, what in the heck did I order? We might have a problem. All right, friends, I can't wait to see you. Next time, come back for me at the noon session, because I'm telling you, we're going to have some fun. I promise. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you at noon.